Well, the challenge is to say, where do we invest? We're not going to get a lot of money in the future. We've got to really think about how do we use all the resources strategically all of the time. And if we get more money, let's use that strategically as well. That is a conversation that the entire society can have and that we're actually having in our district in Elgin, Illinois. In July of '08, I became the superintendent, and I came in as an instructional superintendent. I was going to be focused on curriculum and instruction. This process has really been difficult to learn, obviously. I would much have rather been a superintendent when we had lots of money. Students don't come packaged in staffing formulas. We realized that we're not going to be able to keep everyone at the same level. How do we then become more equitable in our practices? And so we started saying, well, these places need better staffing standards. These grades need something different. We went to this idea of how do we provide what people need when they need it. Little by little, we started having more and more multi-grade classrooms in our district. People were not happy with it. So how are kids doing? The bottom line is achievement. You go out with a theory, and then you test it out, and then you evaluate, and then you make mid-course corrections. And so that's, the problem-solving process. As I talked to the principals, I said, if I had $20,000 and I gave that to you, how would you use it? Sure, we could put a librarian, parapro in every classroom, but the overwhelming majority said, no, we would get someone to do reading interventions. So I gave them less than $20,000, and then let's try it out. It was not just the superintendent, but it was the chief financial officer thinking, how do I improve instruction by leveraging the money, not just giving everybody the same thing. On March 15th, 2009, we moved our board meeting to the auditorium of our high school where you have 800 seats, and they were filled. And that day was when I realized that people were hearing it for the first time. All the time that I was spending on budget decisions was behind the curtain, and people needed time to really assimilate that. We began to think about how do we communicate it, not just talk about the cuts on that one day. This is pretty remarkable that we've actually seen increases in terms of achievement, even though we've been cutting to the bone. I have no doubt that we can and we will improve the lives of students because we think that the way to get out of poverty is by giving students rich and powerful teaching and learning opportunities, and we can do that in spite of whatever the circumstances are.